Rye bread is included in the selection of values of Latvian folk tradition. This is a value that is rooted in the ancient past and has been preserved to the present day. Traditional rye bread is an important part of Latvian materialistic and spiritual culture that relates to national identity and is a crucial symbol of it. For centuries, it has been a daily food of Latvians that symbolizes homes and unity. In the past, bread was baked at every rural home. Rye bread was eaten daily and was taken to go when working away from home or going on a far journey. Today, we are going to bake it. It is made with rye flour, but we will also add wheat flour, bran, salt, and sugar. Now we are going to put all the dry ingredients in this clay bowl. Then we mix and stir the ingredients. Add yeast. Now we need a liter of lukewarm water. We will add lukewarm water to the dry ingredients. Now we dissolve the yeast into the water. Slowly start kneading. Kneading is hard and holy work. Once the dough no longer sticks to your hands, stop kneading. Now we cover the bowl with a towel and leave it to ferment for at least 12 hours. When the bread has finished fermenting, remove the towel. Then remove 3 spoons of yeast that can be used for the next baking session. After that, we take the dough and start forming a loaf. While that is happening, we take a pan and put cooking paper on it. Then we put some bran on the cooking paper. Afterwards, we put the loaf on the pan, and at the end we rinse it with water. Signs that you mark on the dough before baking bread have a special meaning. You mark these signs to ensure holiness and satiety of the bread. Most frequently, we mark it with the cross of Mara. Mara is the mother goddess in Latvian mythology, defender of women. She grants fertility and is in charge of both the world and the underworld. Ancient Latvians believed that she was in charge of the entire materialistic world, including bread. Any object that had the cross of Mara was symbolically donated to her. In return, you got her blessing and her supervision. We will also mark our loaf with the cross of Mara. First of all, we press a cross with the palm of our hand. When pressing the first line, we say, "Let it not burn." When pressing the second line, we say, "Let it not be raw." Then we cross all 4 ends of the cross with a finger. We put the loaf in the oven to bake. Now we wait for the bread to finish baking. Once the bread has finished baking, take it out of the oven. Then we rinse it with water so the crust is softer. And finally, we cover it with a cloth and let it cool. The bread has cooled, and now we are going to set the table. You can eat bread on its own, but it is tastier to eat it with cottage cheese and sour cream. We add cottage cheese in a bowl. Then you add a hint of salt. After that, you add sour cream to the bowl. Then you take some more sour cream and put it in a separate bowl. Then you mix the cottage cheese and sour cream together. In addition to the mix we made, bread can also be eaten with sour cream, honey, and butter. Some table salt is also always necessary.